Good morning. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. It is Takeaway Tuesday, and what a glorious day it is today in September. I am just so excited that the kids are all back in school and life is getting back to normal. Isn't it fantastic? Anyways, thank you for joining me. As I said, my name is Tina Kvergich, and it is Takeaway Tuesday. And you know what that means? That means we are going to be making some cards today. And I am, just to let you know, I am a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that is located just east of Toronto in Ajax. Thank you for joining me. Oh, I'm so excited. And today we are going to be using a new bundle that is found in the annual catalog. There you go. So if you don't have an annual catalog, comment below. I'd be happy to send one out to you. I can send one out to anybody that is in Canada. We also have a mini catalog which is absolutely filled with holiday stamps and stuff like that. So today we are starting September with a bottled happiness. Now this is a fantastic set. When I first looked at the stamp set and the matching punch, see there's a little bottle, it wasn't really on my list, on my radar. My friend had pointed it out and I thought, it's okay, we'll do, that's interesting, but no, that's not up my alley. As you can tell, look what I got. I gotta tell you, I'm actually very, very happy that I purchased this. There's a lot that goes with this. What I found out is in the annual catalog, so there's the bundle right now, so which means you get the stamp set and the punch together for 10% off. But when the mini catalog came out, there was another stamp set that matched this punch, this bottle punch, and it's called Vintage Christmas. And I thought, okay, that's it. I'm buying both stamp sets and the punch, and you know what? It turned out really great. I have made a ton of stuff from both of these, and today I'm going to show you a great card to make with this. First of all, let's say good morning to the friends out there. Good morning, Gail and Amy. Thank you for joining me. I don't know about you, but I am just so very excited that it's September and the kids are going back to school. I got one kid going for hairdressing, thank goodness, because I need something to do with this mop. And I got one that says, when you ask him what he wants to do, he says, I want to be a millionaire. So, okay, so he's off to college becoming a millionaire. Who knows what he's going to be with that. I've got another one that's going to be a chemistry major, so fantastic for that. And for those that have known me in my past life of working, the other one is following in his mama's footsteps. I'm so proud. If you know what that is, you'll know what he chose to follow in his mama's footsteps for. Good morning, Joan. Thank you very much for joining me. And Michelle, I hope you had a lovely, lovely vacation. I missed hearing from you, Michelle. You know, my day is just not complete without hearing from you. Anyways, as I mentioned, we are using Bottled of Happiness, and today what you will need, if you want to grab from your set, we are using soft succulent cardstock for our card base. Okay, we have a 4 by 5 1/4 basic white. Okay, you will need some scraps of a basic white. I may have forgotten to place it in. If I did, please forgive me. I am very, very sorry. So you will need some of that. So you might need a couple of extra scraps of basic white. And I was just playing with my ribbon that apparently went somewhere. And it is the soft succulent ribbon that you want for that. I have no idea where it went to now. How's that possible? Anyways, so those are the items that you're going to need. Oh, and you will need some inks. So I have chosen Crumb Cake, okay, and I'm not sure whether I want to use Pale Papaya or Polished Pink. So you know what? I'm going to leave it up to you. You choose what you're going to have me make. So pale papaya or polished pink, and these are for the flowers that are going in the bottle of happiness. So comment below which one you would prefer to see, pale papaya or polished pink. I'm not sure. And of course, matching soft succulent. That is for the cardstock, the card base. Okay, so let me know which one you want to use. I'm not sure. You know what? I find it very hard to choose colors because they are actually all my very favorite color. So you comment and I'll use that. So I got some really cool happy mail, and I gotta show you some of this, but I gotta show you when you're up on the camera. So are you ready? Give me a thumbs up and I will move you onto the camera mount. Good morning, Carol and Sandra. Sandra, I wonder if our kids are going to be in the same class, becoming millionaires. Let's find out today, okay? Hold on, you guys. Okay. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Wait 1 second. We're almost there. Whoop. As you can see, I am... Oh, look at that. It worked. Yay! Okay, as I mentioned. Okay. My name is Tina Kavergich. You can always find me that way, but if you don't know how to spell my name, that's all right. You can always find me by looking up Northern Stamper or dropping me an email at northernstamper@gmail.com. Oh, Lori, I'm glad you were able to join us today. I'm so glad. Us retirees have to stick together and keep busy. I got to show you this card. This came in the mail. So this is a very large card. This is a 5x7 card. And my friend Karen made this. And I got to tell you, sorry, Heather made this, not Karen. Heather made this for me. And I thought, oh, this is a very lovely gatefold card because, you know, it's got the two sides here and the belly band. So I looked it up and I thought, oh, fantastic. It looks great. Love the colors and everything. And then I opened the card and I was so stunned that it turned into a little box. Isn't that so cool? So I was talking with her and she told me that she got the design from somewhere, and I'm going to look it up. And one of my fancy fold nights that I have coming up maybe later in the year, I'm going to make this. I was just so blown away by that. Thank you, Heather. That is so kind of you. Motivates me very much to learn new things. So there was one. Okay. And my friend Joan, I wasn't sure who this really was for, if it was for Willow or myself. Because Joan loves to send cards to my cat. So I love this, the two color combinations. It looks like to be fabric, and I think that's fantastic incorporating it. Joan also does fantastic needlework cards. I just love them. So she sent that off to me. Oh, look, she even did the back. Oh, my goodness. And I wanted to show you something that we made for this card. We made for our team meeting. We made this. It was a lot of fun. Sometimes I do struggle with placing cards together if you've seen some of my videos, but they always turn out. But this was a lot of fun. And I think I'm going to do this for some Christmas cards. It was really fantastic. So I had to show you a few of that. So as I mentioned, today we are using Bottled of Happiness. And when I got the stamp set, I started out just using the stamp set itself. And one of them I came up with was this. You can't quite tell, but I stamped each stamp, but around it is like a little image. It's a stamp off. So there's first generation, second, third, fourth. You can't see, but it's a kind of, each one has 4 generations stamped off. Very simple card. I started off very simple, and then I worked my way up. So I thought, okay, I love those bottles. And this is the other one I came up with. And it was just punching the bottles out. I stamped them and then punched them. I just love this one too. This turned out really fantastic. So just had to show you a couple of those. So, all right. So if you're ready, let's get started. give me a thumbs up to let me know that you are ready to begin. Okay? All right. And so what we're going to do is we are going to start with our piece of basic white, and that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. So this is a basic, just square place that we're going to use. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know. So let's get started. And oh, you forgot to comment, what color should I make my flowers? Should I make them pink or should I make them pale papaya? So let me know which one you would prefer to see. So we're going to be doing flowers, and I need to start with that. Okay, so I am going to get my block, a lettered D, and I'm going to put my flowers. So there they are right here. They're quite large, and we need to place them on the block. Now I know they fit right on block D. So, okay, Gail says we should do pink. So let's do pink, since Gail suggested that. So what I'm going to do, when you start this out, there are 2 stamps that we're going to use. So this one with the flower, we're going to stamp first, and then we're going to stamp with the leaves around it. So to get this, it takes a little bit of finagling on lining these up, and I'm going to show you kind of how to do this. Now, because these are polymer stamps, like I said, you can see through them, we are going to put our little foam underneath to give it some cushioning. Okay, so I'm going to ink it up, and we are going to do 1 in the top left corner, right? And oh, that looks fantastic. Love the pink. Good choice, Gail. Love it, love it, love it. And Joan agrees. And I'm going to do one. I'm turning it around, and I'm doing one in the bottom right. Okay, so I stamped. So you just got the 2 kitty corner to each other. All right, we're going to start with the pink. Now, what comes next is the leaves. We're going to put the leaves on, and I'm going to use the soft succulent color on that. But I'm going to tell you, when you do the leaves, take your time. Don't rush with this, okay? Because we want to get them nicely right in the center as best as we can, okay? And some of the flowers, so take your time. I'm going to ink it up. And I hate to do this, but I got to move it off camera so I can kind of line it up. You're going to line it up. You're going to look for the little flower centers right here, the little flower centers, and line it up that way. So one sec. Don't mean to take it off camera, but I can't quite see. So it takes a little bit of time. I got to figure out which way it is. And I think it's this way. Okay, so that flower. Okay, so I think I have to stand up to do this. Okay, I'm going to look through, and I'm going to line up all the flower centers as best as I can. Just take your time. And there we go. Let's see how that turned out. Oh, look at that. Ooh. And I'm going to turn this little paper around, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other one. Okay, going to look for the flower center. Take your time. There we go. And if it's off just a tiny bit, that's okay. Ah, look at that. That turned out great. Oh, what a lovely color combination that is. Oh, my goodness. That is absolutely fantastic. Oh, my gosh. What a lovely color combination that is, isn't it? Wow. I love that. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my card base. I do not want to lose this paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue it down right away so I don't lose it, because, like, I don't know, I put the ribbon somewhere and it's totally gone. I have no idea where my ribbon went to. I don't know how that happened. Like, seriously? Okay, so I'm going to just put that on, and I'm going to put this off to the side here. All right, so now we need a couple of pieces of basic white. some scraps of paper. And we're going to use the Soft Succulent ink color again, and we're going to use it to make some bottles. All right, so let's get this going. Okay, and in this bottle one, there's a full bottle, and then there's an image of like an outline of a bottle there. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to first work with this one, the full bottle, and I'm going to put that on the block, and I'm going to make 2 images with this bottle imprint from the Soft Succulent. Oh, where's my thingy? There we go. And so I'm going to 1 generation, so 1 stamp, very dark, okay? And I'm going to take the next one because there is still a little bit of ink on it, and I'm going to stamp another one. Very light. You'll notice it's very light, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other outline of this ink, this bottle here, the image, the little shadow, and I'm going to stamp on that one that is just a little light. Oop. Make sure I got enough ink on there. Okay. And let's stamp there, straight up and down. So you can see kind of the color on that now stands out a little bit. Okay. Now we're not done stamping yet, so let us get, now in this stamp set is a little, it's like a, what is it? It's a label, a wine label. And we're going to stamp on that with crumb cake. Okay. And I'm going to do 2 because let's see. 1. Oh, hold on. I was supposed to. Whoop, 1 and 2. So that's a little lighter, so I'm not sure which one I want to use. So I've done them both at the same time. Okay, can you see it? Oh, there we go. I'm going to stamp a little note on these wine labels, and I'm going to say, oh, there's 2. There's sending cheer and wine not. So let's be a little funny today, and why not? And I'll put that on the little tiniest block, which is block A. And I'm going to stamp that again in Soft Succulent. Okay. And I'm going to do that for both. And I'm going to see which one stands out better. Because, oh, that one didn't stand out as well. So, make sure I got enough ink. Yeah, I think I like this one. This one seems to stand out a little bit more because it's not so dark. All right. Okay. There we go. You can see it there. Oop. Looking good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to punch out our bottles. So, as I said, when I looked at this, I didn't think I'd want it, but you know what? When I saw the matching one for Christmas, I realized I had to have it. So 1. And I got to tell you, I am very happy that I purchased this bundle. I have done some amazing cards. Wait till you see. I got so much classes and activities and stuff coming up in September, October, and November. My calendar is full, and I hope you will join me. Oh, I also have, I got to let you know, on the, what is it, the community page. I hope you'll join that. We have a challenge going on. So I love quilts, and so what I did is a quilt challenge for card making. Okay, so I just cut out that little label. Don't forget to join in on the quilt challenge because I do have a prize for the winner at the end of September. You don't want to miss it, okay? It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so we have our wine bottles popped out and the label. So let's bring back in our card. And what we're going to do, you'll notice we got the 2 flowers opposite each other, right? So we're going to take the one that is the lightest, and I'm going to just lay it down here. And it's going to look like it's spilling out on those flowers. See the color combination? It is just fabulous. So I'm just going to glue that down. I love these colors. They go so well together. So I'm going to glue that down. So it looks like the flowers are kind of falling out of the little bottle. Okay. And what I'm going to do is this other one, I'm going to put the wine label on top of the wine bottle. So that's my sentiment. All right. Let's do that. Fit it on. Let's get some dimensionals. And now this is going to look really cool. I love this. I designed this myself and I thought, oh, that is so cool. So it looks like the wine bottle is tumbling out the flowers there, right? But look, wait. Ah. And I'm going to put this one this way. So it looks like it's tumbling out the other way. So they're both going each side. Now, what you want to do is you take your ribbon, which somehow, I'm still looking for that darn ribbon. Where'd that, I don't know. I was playing with it. It was right here. Okay. And you're going to tie a ribbon. Okay, I'm going to guess I'm just going to have to use something different. The soft succulent ribbon that comes with it looks really, really nice with that. So look at that. Oh my goodness. Love it. So we're going to tie some, oh look, this one's already tied. The idea was your ribbon goes on top. Now this one's a little heavy. So I may not use that one, but I will. Oh, what about this one? Oh, okay. I can use this one as a ribbon on top for now. It's much better than that thick one. But it works better with that other one I put in the package. Like, really? I know the cat's down here, so maybe she took it. That little monster. I wouldn't doubt it. Okay, so let's make our ribbon, our little bow, and pop it on there. Oh. Oh. Guess my little bow is just not working today. But I can convince it because I have convincing dots. There we go. There we go. Put that on here. And with our little glue dots, we are going to glue one of the ribbons, oops, oh my goodness, onto the neck of the bottle. Here we go. And pop that on. I guess the white looks okay. The soft succulent ribbon that went with it is much better, but this looks good. What you can also do is, if you want, you can add some little embellishments around if you like. Let's see what we got here. Embellishments. Let's see what we got. Oh, look at that. That would look nice. Oh, these are the new ones from the mini catalog. They come with some leaves. Oh, I love these. So let's actually pop some of these on. Where do I want to place them? Put them a little bit over here. A little bit over here. Oh, I love these. Okay. Another one over there. Oh, that looks great. And I'm going to toss it on a little bit of Winkostella. Maybe I'll do it. Just remember, do a little tapping, like touching it up. Don't paint it, because otherwise you may smudge your ink. So just a little dotting around, because all that hard work, you don't want to ruin it. So, and that is our card. Very simple, but it looks like the flowers are tumbling out of the little wine bottles. Isn't that cool? I just think that's fantastic. So let me post a picture of your card. If you chose a different color, I'd love to see it. And how yours turned out. Oh my goodness, I am in love. So this is the original. Okay, there's my original design. So, and I use pale papaya, so there's one with the pale papaya. Oop, let's see them together. And the proper ribbon. See, the soft succulent really stands out. There we go. I love the colors. The pink is fabulous, right? How can you go wrong with any of these colors? So anyways, oh, Gail's going to work on hers. I can't wait to see what color you choose. Very simple. Love, love, love this stamp set and punch. Let me know if you would like to purchase it. It is an absolute great addition. There's so much more that we can do with this, and I'm going to show you as the month of September moves along. So anyways, I hope you enjoy these cards. Have a super duper lovely day, and I will see you next Tuesday. But don't forget, in the meantime, keep following and like my page. Follow, like, and share for some more great ideas. And I will see you next time. Don't forget to join the community page for that quilting challenge. Take care, my friends, and I will see you next time.